How are we? I think I have it working. I have tested this extensively. I'm just checking the audio. Yes, the audio's working fine. That's working fine. Fabulous. So I just quickly need to just post something on Facebook just to let everybody know. So who do we have in the chat? Excuse me. Right. Right. Okay, so who do we have? We have... Oh my god, my eyes are really bad. Solel. We have hi Solel, how are you? Is that how you to pronounce your name? Soliel. I actually have no idea, by the way, why I went to Starbucks, because there is a nice coffee shop slightly further down, and I ended up going to Starbucks, and it tastes like garbage. Right. So what do we think of my new live stream thingamajig, this whole screen? I worked really hard this week because last week I had a problem with my audio. This week I don't have a problem with my audio, but it is about a second out. It's about a second out. But, you know, I've worked on my screens, I've worked on my transition, I have a list of things that I want to go through. I have a pile of hats here, which you can't see on this screen here, but I do actually have a pile of hats, which I want to kind of go through. So we are going to be looking at, I'm just going to go through some of my old hat pictures, and kind of talk about them, because some of them are old. And then I want to walk through what I've made this year on this channel. Then I think I'm going to look at some TikToks, because I'm obsessed. Obsessed. Now hopefully this works. I have tested this again, like everything, but you can't watch TikTok without the audio. So, and then I have my Spring Summer 21 reveal, which I'm so excited about. I'm very excited. I really am. Okay, let me just see if right. It's really warm in here as well. So for most of you guys, unless you're watching from Australia, most of you guys will probably be still on the 23rd. So it's actually Christmas Eve here. And I'm taking this because I can hear myself talking. And so far what I've heard is okay, so I'm taking my earphones out so I can actually just talk without listening to feedback in my ear. So today is Christmas Eve. The other Mr. Westwood Hill is at his parents, and so I'm here all alone in the middle of Sydney. No, I'm going to be joining him tomorrow. I'm going to see his family tonight. I'm going to see some of his family tonight, and then we're all going somewhere else. Because thankfully, not to rub it in, but we have been pretty good here when it comes to the whole global pandemic. So, I mean, we have just had a bit of a scare. Thankfully, it was all under control and Christmas can still go ahead. But yeah, it's been a rough year for everybody in a million different ways. So yeah, I'm thinking of doing like a simpler live, maybe on Christmas Day, for anybody that may be isolating, for anybody that might be on their own on Christmas Day, for any reason. So if you are watching this and you want to chat, let me know in the comments so then I know that somebody wants to talk on Christmas Day, and I'd be more than happy to do that. More than happy, because you know, to a degree, I kind of understand the whole isolation, loneliness. Here, you know, I've yet to get involved in the millinery industry in Australia, or even had chance to really like make friends here. So yeah, this is kind of my, what is it? Not prison, because it's a very glamorous prison, but yes. Anyway, enough of that. Who do we have on? Who do we have in the chat? I can see 4 of you. Yeah, I can see 4 of you. So there must be a couple of you. Say hi. I want to know who I'm talking to. Right. Okay, so while we're doing that, I'm still getting to grips with this. Hello? No, I thought I could hear myself. I'm still getting to grips with this software that I'm using, so. Right, so I'm on desktop. Yes, this one. Did that work? Did that work? Let me see, because I've got it on a. Yes, that worked. So, one of the things I wanted to do was go through, I basically went through my Mac, which I don't use anymore. This Mac I got the same year I started millinery, so that was 2009. So this Mac is like nearly 12 years old. Wow. And it has some very old pictures. I just literally like grabbed I grabbed a load and put them on a memory stick and was like, right, let's go through them. So this one here, this is 2 hats. Well, it's not, it's a hat and a fascinator. So this photo was taken When I was studying, we were learning how to take professional photographs, and it was a lot of that day was a lot of fun. Do I have that equipment these days? No, I do have two light boxes, and I have a DSLR camera, but I don't have this level of fabulousness. So this is actually so the main hat is actually a turban because we had a turban class. So we had to learn. So we learned how to make a turban, and then the flower fascinator. We had a silk flower lesson, and mine didn't really work out. I'm not very patient. Like I like instant gratification. So if things take a long time, yeah, that's not for me. So this was something that we put together just to like learn how to take photos really. So this here is the turban itself, and this is the original Betty. This actually is the original Betty. She, before she had a makeover, she has, these are actually Swarovskis in her eyes, and sequins in her lips, and yeah, this was the first time I actually ever put a turban together. I don't know where this is now. It probably got like damaged or something, but yeah, I enjoyed that day. I remember my tutor, she was like, you've taken to this very well. I was like, really? Because, once again, I'm not the sort of person that, I want instant gratification. So, yeah, I enjoyed this one. So, this was, I can't remember what the lesson was. It's not a really good photo though. So I'm trying to look at the. This says 8th of the 12th, 2009 JPEG. So this was taken in December 2009. Now I remember making this hat, and I wanted like a pillbox style with the brim not necessarily here but kind of like this, and yeah, I remember when I was steaming the felt for the brim, I accidentally burnt it, and I was like, oh my god, what am I going to do? And I don't know if I've got photos in this, but hopefully I do. Underneath the lining, underneath the brim, there is actually fabric as well because I had to cover the burn marks, and yeah, it's the last time I will ever work. Well, actually, no, it's not the last time I will work with like a white or a cream, but I haven't worked with them for a very long time because of that. I'm just checking the chat, and I've just noticed somebody said like they can't hear me. Can you hear me now? Is that better? I'll keep my eye on the chat, so let me know if the audio goes funny. Is anybody else having problems with the audio? I have tested this substantially, and this should be working. should be working. I'm going to keep my eye on the chat just while I'm going to go to the next picture. Oh, this is more of the same. So this was we had like a mini exhibition in the college. So yeah, lots of different crystals. In fact, if I do you know? I have this is my crystal box, and I have a feeling I have still got some of these crystals. Yes, I knew I did. So this looks really bad, but I bought loads of crystals, and I didn't use all of them, and I've kept them. So I actually still have. These crystals are how old? Yeah, they must be at least 12 years old. So yes. See, I know what, when it comes to my Swarovski crystals, I know what I have. Did you also know, while I'm on the phone, well, not the phone, I'm actually recording this on my phone, so technically I'm on the phone. Swarovski now are no longer doing retail. They're not doing retail anymore, which is going to be an issue for me because you know I like my Swarovski crystals. Now there are alternatives, so I'm thinking in the 2021 I am going to be doing some comparisons because you know I do like a good crystal. I'm also thinking, I've just had a good idea. Would you want to see, excuse me, a video where I recreate hats I've made in the past? Not on the channel. Would you be up for that? I'd like to recreate this one. Definitely. I would like to recreate this one. Oh, now look at this messy desk. So, little story behind this. I was feeling very cheap, and I wanted to learn. I just wanted to see how things worked, and I actually made this from cardboard wallpaper, because that wallpaper was originally, where was that wallpaper? That was on my living room wall, I think. Was that the bedroom? I think it was the living room. This is when I was with my ex-husband. So yes, sorry, you know, I am a divorcee. So yeah, this was like an offcut of fabric that I had, not fabric, wallpaper, and these swirls and things that come. This was like packing stuff. I just want to check the audio again. So yeah. Right, the audio is working. I just want to make sure everything's correct. Everything's correct. I'm just, yeah, okay. So yeah, this was a big piece, and that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun to make. And this light in the corner, this was something we got from IKEA. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Oh, I hated this. So this was a felt piece we had to make for the felt makers competition, and I think I bit off more than I could chew. This is like ugly. yeah, I don't really know where I was trying to go. I don't really know what I was trying to do, but I do know that I was trying to do something regarding dragon scales. I have no idea. I have no idea. Hi, Katrina. Thank you for joining. I just going through some of my old hat pictures that I had on my Mac and just reacting to them. So it's really quite okay. Right, I've got an issue somewhere because I'm putting my. I've got I've got. If I do something, right. So both of you two, both of Katrina and Salel, I'm going to butcher. I'm so sorry. I'm going to unplug my mic and see if that makes any difference. Just give me a second. How does that sound? See, I can hear the live and it sounds fine for me. It sounds exactly the same, to be fair. Excuse me. I mean, I am naturally a quiet speaker, believe it or not, which is probably not ideal. But yes, anyway, so let's see if that sounds a bit better. Anyway, so this hat, yes, this is this was a disaster. This was a disaster. But I was learning. So this piece, okay. So this I kind of collaborated with a photographer, and I wanted like some professional photographs. So this was a photographer in the photography department at Leeds College of Art, on now Leeds Arts University. But when I was there, it was at Leeds College of Art, and I came with some hats. So I think the next few were all hats taken then, and this was right. This is controversial because this isn't technically millinery. Now, you know, I'm not trying to be a gatekeeper or anything, but I didn't make any of this. All I did was sew some feathers, some hot glue, some flowers onto a base. That was it. Is that millinery? It's debatable. I don't necessarily think that's classed as millinery, but some others would. So, yes, and I mean, I had a vision, and you may notice that I had a few neck wraps that was made for the hats that were made, and Betty got an upgrade. She got eyelashes in this one, made with pins. So, yeah, I mean, this was nice. This was a nice piece. Nothing really much to say. This was the one we saw earlier, which, you know, looks nice. See here, so now you can see that fabric underneath. It was a pink spot fabric, which was, it looks more red on here, but it was definitely pink. Oh, it actually looks orange, like an orangey red, but it was actually like pink, which I thought would go well with the sparkles. Yeah, I think I'm going to recreate this one next year. I don't think I've got the correct blocks, but I'm going to still try and recreate this next year. And not the little neck wrap as well. This one I actually have a story about. Let me just go back to that one. So I actually sent this to Lady Gaga. Yes. I don't know if she ever received it, but I definitely sent it to her at the Manchester Evening News Arena when she was touring many years ago. I actually did send this to her, so did she wear it? Who knows? Did she receive it? Probably not. But, you know, yeah, I sent this one. I was so excited. And it's really funny because if I'm ever in a meeting people for the first, maybe in a meeting or a job setting where they're like, 2 truths and a lie, you know, I always pull this one. I always say, yeah, I made a hat for Lady Gaga. It's a truth, because technically I did. Technically I made art and I sent it to her, and I am under the impression that she at least received it, so technically therefore I made a hat for Lady Gaga. Would you not agree? Right, okay, let me just try something. How's that? Did that work? So, right, I'm just going to put these in so I can hear. Okay. This one. This was really, excuse me. This was a very easy one to put together. It's basically like a bias strip about a meter, 2 meters long. Yeah. So I'm just going. I can't do. I don't think I can do anything with the audio in this stream, but I will definitely look at getting a better setup for next stream. So if the other Mr. Westwood Hill is watching, we need to go shopping. Yeah. This one, yeah. So this was basically a. Oh no, wrong one. Just muting that. This was basically a biocinema gathered onto a quill. Literally, that was it. Oh, this one. Oh. So little story we had in this. So this piece was made. So this fabric here and this fabric around her neck. So these two bits of fabric, these were actually remnants from my wedding invitations. I made all the wedding invites, and on the front of it, I'd cut out squares of fabric which I used for the table runners, for the cake decoration. I mean, pretty much anything I could make, I made from when I got married, and yeah, it was. I mean, you know, it is what it is. Like, you know, the marriage didn't work. You know, blah 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 blah, and I'm with somebody like completely different now. So, but I'm not planning on getting married anytime soon because I've already done that. Ooh, so this was another one made with Bias Cinema. That flower I didn't make. I didn't make that at all. I don't think I would have the patience to make that. But it was a nice piece. It was a nice piece. I actually liked that piece. I think maybe I should recreate this and try and make that flower myself. Ooh. Right. So, yeah, these two. Okay. These two. So I interned with. Does anybody remember Louis Mariette? Does anybody remember him? He was a judge on Britain's Next Top Model for a while. He was a milliner, and when I went there to intern, there was two others, and there was just one day where there was nothing to do. So he was like, right, you three, here's loads of different things, here's some ribbon, here's, you know, there's trims and things, just have a play. I want you to make something like boho chic. And this was mine. When was this taken? This was 13th of the 8th, 2010. No, 2010. 2010. So I had, what did I have? Ribbons and frayed ribbons, and yeah, I mean, it was quite heavy. I remember that, and like, you know, a selection of buttons. I don't know what this is though, because I remember we were being like really like conservative, like, you know, we'll stick just like a button on, and it was like, no, I want like go all out. So yeah, we did. Oh yeah, this was the Lou Mariette studio. Yeah. This red piece here, I loved this so much. Oh, I miss those days. So that's a few of my old hat picks. I don't want to go through them all because when I live stream again, I want to carry on going through these. I think what I'm going to do now is go through a few hats that I've made myself this year on this channel and kind of go through a few of them. So hopefully you guys can still hear me properly. Like, I'm so sorry about the audio. Right, so we started the year with, I mean, I've started taking this to pieces. This was which one was this? This was the Curse of the Overworked Hat, and then Curse of the Overworked Hat Part 2. yeah, I started taking it to pieces because I wasn't vibing with this at all. So I might still take it to pieces and try and reuse it in something else. So we did start the year with this monstrosity. It was supposed to sit like here. Yeah. Put that to one side. Then we started looking at birthstone millinery. So this, I believe, was June. This was pearl, and this was a cinema base with like a chiffon overlay. So I don't know if you can see that. Like a pleated chiffon base. The loops had chiffon inserted in them as well. Obviously the pearls, and then a custom veiling, so that I put the chenille dots on themselves. So I actually really like this one. I really like this one. This is one of my favourites. And for anybody watching, or watching it afterwards, that is not a milliner and wants to buy any of these, my website is www.jdhmillinery.com. It's all on there. Then this one, which I actually need to finish because I haven't need to put like a patron line in, patron ribbon on the inside as well. But this was a easy race day hat, and I basically, if you look on the inside, I used something which had an open weave, so then I could poke the fabric through and bring it back out. And I did like a nice yellow to navy ombre. So this was another one. Excuse me. This was another one which I enjoyed making this very much. Oh. So this video didn't do too well, but I really enjoyed making this. So once again, this isn't technically millinery because I didn't make the hat itself, but I did decorate it. So this is a polybraid boater from Peterham's, and I used the noodles. So these are sequin noodles from Peterham's. I used some neon pearls from Swarovski, and I also have like these are UV things from Swarovski, and it's supposed to like sit kind of like, oh my god, I look horrible, and it has like really long, which in hindsight this was just too much, like really, but it was supposed to sit like, you know, don't I look beautiful? Oh, I say that, this gives me a jawline. Yeah. So this was another favourite of mine to make. Oh, this was an early one. This was the 80s inspired one, and instead of it being like this, it's actually supposed to sit like this. So it kind of gives you that 80s workout vibe. It did have like a row of crystals, but I took them off because they weren't even. So I've taken them off. This neon is neon, by the way. Like, it's like neon. Yeah, I love this. Oh, part of me, I mean, it is for sale, but part of me doesn't want to sell it because I love this. Like, I just love the colour. So that one. What else do we have? Oh, and then we did some vintage stuff. So yeah, we had a disaster. So we had this one, which I still don't understand what happened. It was supposed to be some sort of like vintage pattern that, I mean, I clearly, look, it's falling to pieces. I didn't understand what the hell I was doing. This is my hand sew, because, well, yeah, because. And then there was this one, which, so I made two, and neither of them are what they're supposed to be, so. Yes, this was the sewing pattern one. So you can probably see from this fabric here, like this is it's supposed to use felts, and I didn't. I used, and this blue, I mean, I'm just going on what I was told on the label, but they said this was the Marc Jacobs, I think. Marc Jacobs fabric, so yeah. And I wasted it on something like this. It's like, yeah. So this is definitely something I am going to revisit in the new year. So I am going to take these apart and try and resew them. So look out for that. But I do have, I think I've still got one or two, because one of them is two hats, which I still have in my storage over there. But I do have one pattern still to do, and this is the fabric I'm using. It's thin. It's like anorak material, but in an oil slick. I know. Oh my god. I mean, I really want to salvage them, because I mean, it was still pretty cheap. I'd say pretty cheap. I think it was like $30 per meter, which is about £15, maybe 17, maybe £20. I don't know, per meter. So for a Marc Jacobs remnant, that's actually quite cheap. Then again, not many people are going to be using like a poly whatever it is in summer, but it's really, they had a couple of other colours as well, but I was like the baby blue. I still have some, so you know, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I still got some that was uncut. Then we went on to one of my favourite. So why am I? This is joint first for my favourite piece I've made this year. So this is the citrine. Let me get it on. This is the citrine hat. So it's inspired by tutus, and each layer was individually placed. In fact, you can't see because I ended up putting a line, not a line, but a cinema to cover the stitching. I still need to add a ribbon to this as well. Oh my god! And I ended up cutting. In fact, it worked out to like 23 meters of tulle to sew, and then obviously the crystals on the top. So yes, I think I'm gonna wear this one. Have I even got it on right? I mean, I have a big head. Oh. Yeah. No, it doesn't. It looks like a wig on me. And then my joint favourite joint favourite one I've made this year. Ta-da! Oh. I absolutely love this. Oh my god. Can I even put it on? Is it practical? No. Is it fabulous? Yes. Now, one thing I realised is this bit here is in the face. So I need to figure out something to do with this. But otherwise, look how holographic this is. Oh. This is divine. Love. I wish I could wear this all the time. This has a special head as well. Like, it only sits on a head. It doesn't sit anywhere else. Yeah. So you can go there. So that was some of my favourite hats from this year that I've made. I have, what do I have? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take a quick break. Don't worry, I have a little video to put about merch that I've got. So I'm going to quickly play that. It's only like 2 minutes, so just watch that. In fact, there's probably better audio in this advert than there is with me. So yes. And then when I come back, we're going to do funny TikToks, and then finally ending with my Spring and Summer 21 reveal. So let's crack on with that. Just want to quickly talk to you about something which I have for you, my fabulous subscribers, supporters and fans. So if you may be aware of this, you might not be, but I have merch. Yes, I have merch, which is available to purchase from Teespring. The link to the shop will be in the description box below under the video. I'll also make sure I put it on the screen as well, but it's best if you go down to the link in the bottom because there's a link. So the merch shop is early days, but we have some beautiful things. There is the iconic "Hi, it's me" mug, which comes in many different colours. We have the lovely "She's Looking Cute" tote bag and hoodie, which also comes in different colours. The tote bag is just a tote bag, but the hoodie comes in quite a few pastel base colours, which I thought looked really nice. And finally, you never asked for this, nobody wanted it, I have no idea why I have them, but I think they are absolutely fabulous. I have Saving Face socks, which are socks with my face on. Yes, you heard that right, socks with this lovely mug on the socks. So if you want to help support this channel, head to that link below, and as a special thank you to all my viewers and watchers of the live streams, I have a special code for you guys. So until the end of January, anybody that watches the live stream and gets this code will get 20% off, and all you have to do is enter the code JWHLive into the box at checkout and you'll get 20% off. Enough of me talking, this is kind of like an advert type thing, so let's get back to the stream. So, yes, one thing I forgot to mention was that I had a video last night. So this was last night's tutorial video, and so it's on my channel now, so once you've seen this live, go and check that out. And it's just it's kind of like monochrome, black and white, and it kind of just, it's how everybody's feeling this year. So yeah, I wanted to show you this so you guys can go and watch that video if you haven't already done so. And it's got a little headband on the inside, and it just sits nicely on the head, just like this. That, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I wish I had like a head for more fabulousness. Okay, so do you want to see funny TikToks? I won't take up much of your time. I'm just trying to string out the reveal because I'm nervous because, well, it's a collection video. It's a collection, so you know, kind of getting. If it was just a one-off piece, I'm just like, but I'm so proud of these. I'm so proud. So, okay, let's do some TikToks. Bear with desktop, and then this one. Is that correct? Let me just check this. Nope. No, because I haven't transitioned, that's why. I am getting used to this. There we go. Right, yes, here we go. Right, so I have tried to start doing TikTok. However, I'm still getting used to having to film for YouTube and somehow use that content for like other platforms as well. So, you know, when I record, I have to kind of record in a way that works for everything. So it's kind of slightly problematic, but whatever. But TikTok is funny as. So one of my favorite videos is, which one is it? Oh, this one.
Babe, are you hungry? Say yeah! Babe, are you hungry? Say yeah!
Like, I'm just listening. The reason why I was quiet is I'm listening to make sure the TikTok's coming through. I'm going to put these headphones on so I can actually hear TikTok. Right, which other one?
So under one of these cups is a bottle of wine.
Kids.
And if I find it, I'm getting drunk. So under one of these...
If I ever had children, that would be me. Now this lady has another one which I want to show you, but it's kind of cursy. There's a lot of curse words, so if you don't want to hear curse words, let me know in the comment, in the chat, so then I don't play it. But if I don't hear it, if I don't see it, then I'm going to play it in about 3 videos time. This one. So this, I'm gonna, right, so because I do social media kind of as a job, people say to me, what do you do? I'm like, well, I make videos on YouTube. I'm like, are you an influencer? I'm like, no, but yes, at the same time. Like, I don't class myself as an influencer, I'm just a guy that makes hats on YouTube. That's it. But when I'm around my friends, this is what I imagine they would be like.
Alright, what's up, guys? So I thought I would give y'all my morning routine because
Just where it gets better.
something wrong. My followers have been asking for a morning routine. So anyways, every morning I wake up at 5 a.m. and I get that morning pump, get that morning grind.
Oh. Oh, this curse.
Alright.
Like, if any of my friends are watching from the UK, if I ever do anything regarding YouTube in front of you, I expect that to happen. What else have we got? Oh, this one.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Ah!
How people come up with this stuff? No. Like, oh, which other one? These are all my saved ones. Which I'm trying to find one. This girl's funny.
I should be studying for my finals right now, but instead I am playing with the most horrifying Snapchat filter! Changes colors. No! No! It looks like a shrimp! Who came up with this? Wait.
Body crazy, curvy, wavy, big titties, little waist, body, yaddy, yaddy, yaddy.
None of this has to do with millinery. None of this. I just wanted to show you some of the things that make me happy. There is, right. So I'm going to play this one, another one, and then the swear one. So just be careful because I am going to be there's going to be swearing.
So it's been a really long time since I went out. So can you help me pick an outfit? Okay, so there's these. Is it too much? What about these? Is this too much? This kind of feels like a lot. Is it too much? Now I know this is a little risky. But is it? Yeah, this is too much. So it's been a really long...
Yeah. Right. Right. So, sweary time. But this is funny. This is funny. And this is exactly how I feel my upbringing was. Okay.
Don't speak like that. No swearing in this house, because I raised you to be respectful. I don't know where you get all these swear words from. I really don't know. Fuck off. No, she didn't. Your dad's being such a miserable cunt recently. Bitch. Fuck, bastard. Don't.
Oh. Yes. Oh. So, those were some of my most favourite TikToks. Yeah, they were. So, after procrastinating for like nearly an hour, I'm ready to show you my Spring Summer 21 collection. So, just bear with. There we go. Right. What did... I look dodgy on here, but okay, whatever. So, my Spring Summer 21 collection is these resin based pieces. So this is the first one, and this is a piece which is kind of inspired by kind of geodes, and so if you in the center you may be able to see there is like holographicness, and on this pink on the outside, this actually shifts colour as well. So this was one of my favourite to make. And so on me, so I'll just show so you can see what it looks like on a head. And it's quite comfortable as well. It's a little wobbly, but it's still quite comfortable. It probably needs a little bit more stability in this, but so we have this one. So these will all be available for sale from early next year. So we have number one. Oh, I need to stand up for this one. So this is the next one. And this is this is geode inspired again, but this time it is more on the blues. So if I'm trying to get it in frame, and if you look very carefully, oh no, the camera's there, you can see like all the different sparkles, you can see all the different effects. And in some time, I don't have any light, but you can actually, because from this side, you can see it has like stars in it. So when the light comes through to the front, the light comes through the sequins, and you can see little dots of stars. So this is a favourite as well. I love this one. And once again, just so you can see how it sits on the head. So it sits like this. And obviously it would have like, I haven't put them in, but it would have more support with elastic. And then, so when this turned out, I was like, wow. Look at this. Right, so we'll just put the head down. Let me just... it's just a work of art. He says. And it's quite comfortable as well. It is plastic, but each piece is like hand cast. No two pieces will ever be the same because you just physically can't get them the same. This one is more, usually I would prefer to, like, usually I would go along the lines of stuff like this, which, you know, is a bit more circular. This one, I kind of tried to play with something that wasn't so circular. And if you look here, like the clears in the middle, well, in the center, like the middle of the colours, here I wanted the clear to be on the outside, and I kind of like tried to make some effects with, look, if you look here, no, is it this side, is this side, so if you look like this section here, you can see where I've dragged some of that resin through, you know, and yes, it's a little wobbly because I'm shaking my head, but on the whole, it actually sits really nicely. So my 21 collection will be made weekly, and I have decided that what I'm going to do is each week I'm going to release another hat in the collection, and it'll just be a one-off piece. I'm still going to make, you know, I'm still going to sell my regular hats that I make via YouTube, but you know, my collection piece will be this. What do we think? Do you like these? I like these, and I like the fact that here, not here, this section, this stripe here that comes from, nope, everything's backwards. This stripe here that comes here, because it's just on its own and there's clear at either side of it, it kind of looks like, I don't know. It doesn't look natural. So I just want to bring that in so you can actually see like a close up of all of that. Look at that. It's beautiful. So I'll put that back on. Oh, no, I've got it on. Which way is it? Yeah. No, I don't right. So that is my Spring Summer 21 reveal. This is what I was kind of aiming to achieve in this video, was to reveal these at the end, and I've just realised, there we go, I've been streaming for like, how long? Over an hour. So I'm gonna end this stream soon. Let me just, there we go. That's better. So I just want to say thank you to everybody that has been watching. Katrina, Soliel, sorry, I keep saying your name wrong, and I'm really sorry. In the chat, and anybody else that's been watching that hasn't been talking in chat, thank you very much for joining me. So a few little notes to know. In January, so I have one more video to put out this year. In January, I am not going to be uploading apart from Birthstone Millinery. I'm not going to be live streaming. I'm not going to be uploaded. I'm actually going to be working on content. I think I kind of need a month off without any pressures of uploading, so I can actually plan, I can take photos, I can schedule everything, because you know working to a weekly deadline each week kind of is a little taxing on creativity. So that is something. So I won't be uploading, I won't be live streaming in January, but that also gives me a month to work on my audio on here. It also gives me a chance to get a few weeks ahead in my regular schedule uploads, and to kind of plan what I want to do for 21 on this channel. If you have any ideas of things that you want to see, let me know, because it would help, really. Yeah, I mean, you know, I think things need to change on the channel, because I'm constantly uploading tutorials, which is fine, but it costs a lot of money. So I'm thinking of each month doing a tutorial, doing a 5 ways to whatever. So 5 ways to use feathers, 5 ways to use cinema strips, 5 ways to make a flower, 5 ways to use veiling, like videos, a live stream, and then another one. And I don't know what to do for the other one, because obviously I want to I need 2 more videos, because I want to live stream it as well as put a video out on that week. I was also thinking of setting up a second channel, so yeah, maybe a little bit more crafts related. I'm not sure if I want to do that, but I am toying with the idea. And I'm also maybe going to start live streaming gaming, because I am a bit of a gamer, and you know, if I've got this live stream set up, I might as well use it, you know. So, but yeah, if there are any ideas that you want to see, I mean, one of the other ideas I had was like the vintage pattern series. So I think I'm gonna maybe look at getting more vintage patterns and seeing how to put them together. In fact, I might start doing them correctly and using the correct fabric and seeing if I can understand the patterns. I don't know. But, excuse me. Yes, thank you very much for watching. It's been lovely to chat with you all. I can't believe I've actually managed to go through an hour and not have too many problems. I noticed I lost a few of you when I was playing TikToks, so sorry. If you managed to get through the TikToks, then you're doing good. Thank you for sticking with me. Yeah, and I hope you all have a great holiday season, regardless whether you celebrate or not. If you are going to be on your own due to any reason, lockdown, illness, whatever, reach out. I may live stream on Instagram on Christmas Day if there's enough of you. I mean, even if there's one of you, I'll live stream for you, like just to chat. You know, I don't like the idea of anybody being on their own. I know, unfortunately, my mum's going to be on her own this Christmas, So obviously I'm going to be speaking to her, but yeah, she's going to be on her own sadly this Christmas, and I just don't want anybody else to go through that, because I know my mum is suffering a little bit because she's going to be on her own, and that hurts, that knowing that fact she's going to be on her own. So if I can help anybody, let me know, and I'll gladly live stream, gladly. Yeah, I mean, it might be Boxing Day morning, but you know, yeah. But thank you anyway. This has been fun. I am going to now put away all these hats and start cleaning my apartment. Well, it's clean anyway, but just cleaning it before I leave. So yeah. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you follow me on all my social media, which is listed in the description box below. Make sure you subscribe to this channel for videos in future, and yeah, like, let's hopefully the next time I stream my audio's better, but at least it's working this time. Having it go from not working to working is an improvement. Now let's get it louder. I don't know how to do that though, so I'll have to work on it. But thank you very much, guys. Yeah, thanks for everything. Thanks for all the views. Thanks for all the messages. Thanks for all the likes this year. It really means a lot. This is something I want to do as my job. And you know, each view, each minute that you watch, each video that you click on after we've watched one of my other videos helps. So for 21, one thing I ask is go through my old videos in January. Yeah, especially in January, go through my old videos, have a look, see if there's anything you've not seen, rewatch something. In fact, that's what I'm going to do next year. I'm going to go through my old content. Yeah. Not in every video, but I'm going to remake some of my old content. Or react to my old content. So yeah, thank you very much. Make sure you check me out on Patreon as well if you haven't. Patreon is linked in the description box, as well as on the social media. And yeah, thank you very much. I hope you have a lovely holidays. Let me know if you want to chat at Christmas, and I look forward to seeing you online, or maybe in person in 21. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.